Hi, guys. It's Dr. George, and I am extremely late. Well, not extremely, but 5 minutes late because I had a little um, issue with my um, StreamYard. So I'm going to share this link with my family, and hopefully they can join. Please share the link. You can also get me on YouTube. And some of you are already in school, but this is for Beaumont. I have some rules for school. And even if you're in school, this book by Alec Greven, he is one of the New York Times best-selling authors. He wrote How to Talk to Girls. We're not going to read that tonight, but he wrote the book. And you want to know something? Boys and girls, when you think you can't do something, that's Alec. He was a kid when he wrote this book. So go ahead, share the live. Also, you can see it on YouTube as well. Thank you all for joining. Let me get the YouTube link and then I'll get into that book. It's also an AR book. So if you do Accelerated Reader, that book can definitely get you some points. Let me share this and I'll get started. All right, so here I am. Rules for school, and I can see the comments if you're typing comments. And Rolanda, I'm pretty sure that is Riley, said, hi. Hi, Riley. Make sure you share this, Riley. So rules for school. Let's see if you all are following those rules for school. And remember, you can't read books online unless you have permission, and I have permission from HarperCollins Publishers to read this book online. So his introduction says, I have gone to school for a few years now, so I have a lot of experience in this area. I'm going to share my tips to help you get ready, take charge, and rule the school. Kids have a lot of questions about school. What if you get lost? Will your teacher be nice? Who will you eat lunch with? Who will you eat lunch with? And play with at recess. I love everything about school, the subjects, the activities, the teachers, the library, everything. But there are some things that are tough, like doing your homework and knowing where to sit in the cafeteria. You might love school or hate it, but you have to go or just make the best of it. Here are your rules for school success. So we're going to go through those rules. And that's Alex right there. You can see his drawing. There he is. So don't forget, of course, Floyd, little brother, you can definitely read again at your place so we can have all the right sounds and lighting. So I'll send you a message after this. So make sure your little girl is listening for it. I got some rules for school. Rule number 1, you have to let go of summer. It is hard to believe that summer is over, but it is. It's time to get down to business. Riley said, okay. Thank you, Riley. This means getting ready in your mind. This is difficult, but very important. First, you have to let go of summer. This means letting camp out, staying up late, swimming, and playing outside wash out of your mind. Thank you, Riley, for sending it to Raylan. I appreciate that. It's a good idea to switch to school time 3 days before the first day of school. It is like a time change when you travel. This helps kids avoid shock and trauma on the first day of school. So parents, next year, 3 days before school or the Thanksgiving or Christmas break, 3 days before, start getting them back into routine. Rule number 2, gear up and get that backpack ready. Before you start school, you need to get all your new school things like supplies, clothes, backpack, and lunch boxes. That is the easy part. So this is where your parents spend a lot of money. Hello, Ms. Brown. How are you? Please share this live. It's good seeing you on here. Rule number 3, you're going to be nervous. Get over it. The first day of school is scary and exciting. Ask if you can meet your teacher and see your classroom before the first day. Most teachers are nice, so don't worry too much. Explore the school a little bit so you know how to get around. Fact, 21% of kids are excited to go to school. 70% of kids are scared, and 9% of kids really just don't care. Hello, Lisa. How are you? It's okay. You're never too late. So we're doing rules for school, Lisa. So 21% of the kids are excited. 75% are scared. That's a lot of kids. And 9%, they don't really care. Rule number 4, get mom on your side. On the first day of school, your mom usually makes you wear something fancy. Don't let the pressure get to you. Try to convince her to let you wear something else so you don't stick out from the crowd. Hello, Henrietta. I'm doing rules for school, so share this and make sure your granddaughter's watching. Another day that your mom might make you dress up is on school picture day. Don't fight her on this one. She thinks it will make you look good in your photo. She'll make you look good in your photo, but it doesn't help. The photographer usually makes you sit in a weird pose with your head tilted and asks you to say something like cheeseburger. Then he takes the picture while you're still talking, so your mouth looks funny. You're very lucky if your school pictures come out decent. But even if they aren't good, your parents will still buy them. This will be embarrassing down the road. Trust me. Hello, I love this book. Good, Lisa. I'm so glad. Hi, Nancy. How are you? Tell your daughter I said hello. Rule number 5, stay on track. It's hard to get going in the morning, but try to get a routine down. If you are always forgetting to brush your teeth, make your bed and pack your lunchbox. Your parents will get bossy, crazy, and agitated. If you know what agitated means, put it in the chat box. If you know what agitated is. You have to stay away from distractions like video games, Riley, or you are doomed. Riley does really good at playing games, but he doesn't play them late on school nights. I'm just picking. Thank you for having her watching. Rule number 6, think before you sit. It's exciting to walk into school on the first day. Sometimes you have your name or your desk, and sometimes you get to pick where you sit. If you get to pick, choosing your seat is important. It's strategy time. If you sit in the front, you have to be extra good because the teacher can see you. This is too risky. If you sit in the back, you can goof off, but that can backfire. The middle is the safe zone, like a neutral country. Riley, hey, Riley. Quiet kids are safer to sit next to. If you sit next to your friends during class, then you will probably get in trouble for talking and acting up. It's too much temptation. The cafeteria is a free zone, so wait until lunch to go crazy and talk as much as you want. Don't do that rule. Follow the rule that's at your school for the cafeteria. Oh, Riley, you put, hey, because I said you like to play games. Rule number 7, be brave, ask questions. At first, the school might seem big and you don't know where everything is, like the bathroom and how to get a hall pass if you need to go. You could just wander around, but that could take all day. And you don't want to end up in the teacher's lounge by mistake. So don't be shy. Ask questions. We have, hello there, bless you for this wonderful story time. God bless you. It is so good seeing you. It might take time to learn where everything is, but soon you will rule the school and be the expert. You'll be cruising the halls with confidence. Then it is your turn to help the new kids. So if you pay attention, you can help the new kids. Rule number 8, avoid the supernova. Oh, that's a big word. Most kids are going to get in trouble at some point during class. There are 3 levels of punishments you need to know about. The warning. For little things like talking when you're not supposed to, you might have your name written on the board. This is only a warning, code yellow. Trouble. For bigger things like not doing your homework, you could lose recess, code orange. Supernova. For really bad things like fighting at school, you might have to see the principal. Beware. This is the supernova, code red. Don't worry about getting in trouble once in a while. As long as you avoid the supernova, you will be fine. And he's in detention, but you should worry about getting in trouble. You can tell a kid wrote this book because he's giving you a lot of chances that adults don't. These are 3 main things that always bugs teachers and get you into trouble. So educators, if you're on here, let me know if these are right. The first one, and kids, if you're listening, let me know if you did it in the comments. She said, right, laughing out loud. The zone out is when you are looking at your teacher, but your mind is in Hawaii, or your mind is in Minecraft, or your mind is in Roblox. If the teacher calls on you, you are busted. This is embarrassing because the teacher will give you away to the entire class and you will have no idea what is going on. Tip: if you attempt the zone out, come back to earth a few times in case your teacher calls on you, so maybe you can pull it off. Lisa says, I was always a cold orange. Can't talk. Lisa, I was a red once. Probably red all the time as adults. He's one of my favorite people. Dr. Knight, hi. That's the truth. It's called the silent stare. Yes, it is. And Riley says, yeah, he zoned out before. Interruptions and annoyances are things like tapping your pencil, humming, or playing with your scissors. This is what teachers call disrupting the learning environment. And it really gets under their skin. Lisa says, about my red, I know. Off task is when you are doing anything but what you are supposed to be doing. Guilty of this right now. Like writing a note to your friend or reading your book from home. I've done this. And let me tell you, you can't talk your way out of this. Don't even try. Rule number 9, just face it. Homework is something you have to do. Most kids hate homework, but not doing it will get you into major trouble. There are 3 parts to doing homework: bringing it home, doing it, and bringing it back. Let me say that again. Rules for homework: bringing it at home, doing it, and bringing it back. You can't say, I did my homework, but it's at home, or I left my homework at school. Riley said, he's guilty about that part. Thank you for being honest, Riley. Many kids forget at least one of the 3 parts. Doing 2 won't help you. You have to remember all of them. And here's a tip. You forget your homework, just tell the truth. Teachers know all the excuses, so it's no use. You can't say things like, my dog ate my homework. My mom told me I couldn't do it. I left it at my friend's house. A dinosaur ate it. We know all the tricks. Now, rule number 10, let loose at lunch. Some kids worry that they won't know who to sit with at lunch. Here's what works for me. Size up the lunchroom. Look around. You can either sit next to people you know or try to make new friends. Then turn on your talking switch. I don't have any problem with that. One thing you can always talk about is the lunchroom food. If you're lucky, maybe it's pizza day. If it's meatloaf surprise, you're out of luck. Maybe you can make friends by trading snacks from home. In the comments, put your favorite lunch, not that you bring from home, but that they serve in a cafeteria. And when I was little, it was grilled cheese sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, a dinner roll, all the time. Could eat it every time. Rule number 11, run the ants out of your pants. Recess is the time to play and get all your energy out. This is a brain break and gives you time to run the ants out of your pants. There are lots of things to do at recess, like foursquare, kickball, soccer, football, monkey on the ground, slides, and swings. Hit that blacktop and run wild. Get it out. Standing on the wall and going, I don't have any friends, will not help you get the ants out of your pants. When I was little, the turkey sandwich was everything with grape juice. Oh, wow, that does sound good. Pizza day, of course, Lisa. I love pizza now. Unfortunately, recess is an easy thing for a teacher to take away as a punishment. So be careful. If you goof off right before lunch, your recess is pretty much out of there. And look, he's in the classroom. He's out of there in the class. Let me put it closer. My lighting is horrible in here. But here it is. He's looking out the window. Fact, a lot of kids live for recess. So if you like recess, the goal is not to get it taken away. Don't get it taken away and have to look out the window like this kid. Here we go. Rule number 12, just be yourself. Many kids worry about fitting in. Believe me, this happens to everyone, even an adult. Be yourself. You will end up with plenty of friends by the end of the year. Be yourself. Can't be anybody else. Be yourself. Here's a go-to guide of who's who in the classroom. There's a such thing as a teacher's pet. That's when the teacher likes you so much that you can do almost anything you want and not get in trouble. This is a safe haven, but it makes you unpopular with the other kids. Then there's being the smartest kid in the class. It's incredibly good as long as you are not the teacher's pet too. This position is awesome. Usually the smartest kid in this class is kind of like the deputy to the teacher. Class clowns tell jokes and do funny things during class. This makes kids laugh, but not teachers. Class clowns get into trouble a lot. Athletes love sports. They play, talk, and live for sports. Usually, athletes aren't the best people to go to for advice unless it's about a sport because their heads are always in the game. Shy kids either want to be left alone or are too nervous to make friends. If you are shy, you can become friends with another shy person. This way you can relate, or you can become friends with a talkative person. The way you could learn from them, and they'll do all the talking so you won't have to. An individual doesn't like to blend in, so they stand out. You don't have to be like everyone else. Some kids like to wear different clothes, play different games, and do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Now, everyone will meet a bully at some point, so you might as well be prepared. If you get confronted, there's the bully. If you get confronted by a bully, don't show any signs of fear. Try to stay calm and say stop. Don't let the bully get you down. In school, there's every kind of kid. That's what makes it so interesting. Rule number 13, appreciate your teacher. Without teachers, nothing would work and we wouldn't know anything. Teachers help you love things even if they think you don't like them at first. If you get lazy and do sloppy work, that tells the teacher you're not trying. Teachers don't like this. If you answer questions, even if your answers are wrong, the teacher sees you're doing your best. They love this. If you try, you will learn 60% of more things. Sometimes your teacher can't be in class and you will have a substitute. Here we go. Some kids are not nice to subs and try to trick them. You can trick subs 72% of the time because they don't know the classroom or the rules, but it's not a very nice thing to do, and I don't recommend it. Plus, your teacher usually finds out, and then you are in double trouble. Watch out. And there's the bully at the bottom. He's in the substitute. There he is. So rule number 14, make the most of it. There will be things you don't want to do in school. Some days will be hard and will make you crazy, but don't let it get to you. Overall, school is a fun place to be. Trust me. You get to be with your friends and try all kinds of things like band, student council, and clubs. If you like sports, PE might be your favorite class. And if you like to talk, lunch is probably your favorite time of day. If you like to play games, recess is your thing. Riley said, no. Oh, the substitute. Yeah, that's not good. My favorite time is library because books are awesome. Tip, if you don't like a book, don't worry. There's a book for everyone. Ask your librarian to help you. Your parents will ask you every day after school what you learned. Most kids say nothing or I don't know, but that isn't true. Maybe you learned that Andrew Jackson was the seventh president of the United States or that the playground has a secret hiding place. Tell your parents. It will make them happy. Tip, you will learn at least one new thing at school every day. I guarantee it. So in the comments, if you would put down, what did you learn today in school? Whether you're a teacher, whether you're a kid, whether you didn't go to school, what did you learn today? And I will say that I learned that my job had another thing to do because I had to clean up after this event. That is new for me, but guess what? I enjoyed it. So I learned something new today, how to clean up after an event. Not lunch because I can't talk. Oh, Riley. Oh, my goodness. And Henrietta says, love library time. Oh, my. School helps you get ready for life and become independent. It isn't just about learning to read and do math. You learn to do things on your own and get along with others. Sometimes you have problems in school and have to figure them out, just like in real life. You have to go to school, so make the most of it. Even though some things will be scary or boring, a lot of things will be exciting and interesting. Rule number 15, have fun. So those were 15 times, Riley said, me too. That was 50. He loves library time too, Miss Savoy. So rules for school, there were 15 rules. And I always talk about my favorite part of the book. I would have to say, because a child wrote this book, that my most favorite part is that he gave you the good things and the bad things about school. And there's my cousin. If you knew him, you would know he's literally laughing right now at me sitting in this onesie. But I would say my favorite part about this book was when he said about the substitute. That person comes and they don't know a lot. And he said, don't try and trick the sub. Absolutely love that. So he gave you some tips. Isn't it the best, Jenny? Jenny, I tell you what, it is yours. Rules for school, because I know you'll do something with it. So you come by, I'll sign it. My autograph isn't worth anything, but it is yours, Jenny. It is yours. Rules for school. You're welcome. So the biggest takeaway from this book, I would have to say, is that there are rules everywhere you go, even as an adult. And even though these rules for school were just school, they can be applied in every area of life. And remember that bully, don't show fear. Do not show fear. Adults and kids, don't show fear. So I have a little surprise. Jenny will love this. This book is an AR book. So get that, go ahead, get that stuff down from AR. If you, let me fix something real quick. There we go. So there's the, oh, wrong one. There we go. Let me hide this. Here's your AR. So AR quiz number 138385. And it is book level 4.1. AR points, half of a point. She said, yay, please autograph. Hi, Yolanda. Hello. Yay, please autograph. I will. We will read it at our next apartment visit. Yes. Oh, Riley, you don't do AR. Yeah, you can get points for it. So I'm sorry about that, Riley. But here is everything for your quiz. Boys and girls, remember that a book, you can escape with it, but not during school time. Make sure you're doing what you need to do. Remember, guys, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., I'll go ahead and put the book that I'm reading next Tuesday. Make sure you follow along, and this alligator is half eating my head. Hello, my sister just jumped on. Hi, that's Gloria, my sister. Thank you guys for all of your support. I'll go ahead and put the book up for next week. I'll go through. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. It's I Can Read Flat Stanley and the Missing Pumpkins, because we're getting ready for fall. So this will be the book for next week. I'll put all of the information in there. It won't be as long as today's book, but guys, if you haven't started school already, have a great day of school. First day of school tomorrow. Those that are in school, make sure you have a wonderful school year. And remember those rules for school. And Jenny, I'll get this book to you. Guys, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. Good night.